The Nightly Business Report.
Good evening. Tonight, despite travel advisories from 6 nations, including one issued by the United States, in the first 2 weeks of November, Sri Lanka saw 21.56% rise in visitor arrivals compared to the same month in the previous year. Despite rising global market prices, Litro Gas has stated that domestic LP gas rates will not change for December. The ASPI and the S&P SL20 both continued their upward momentum today as the market displayed an upward trend on the second trading day of the week. And the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 reached closing highs thanks to tech-related companies ahead of important US economic data later in the week.
From Studio 24, here's Sanuvi Mudanayaka.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Tourist arrivals to Sri Lanka increased by 21.56% year-on-year in November, despite travel advisories from 6 countries, including a US-led advisory in the first 2 weeks. This growth highlights the ongoing recovery of the tourism sector.
Tourist arrivals to Sri Lanka saw significant growth in last month, with a 21.56% increase year-on-year, rising from 151,496 in November last year to 184,158. This growth was primarily driven by a surge in visitors from India, with Indian tourists increasing by 11.4% from 36,417 in November last year to 41,120 in November this year. Indian visitors topped the list, surpassing other key nationalities, followed by the Russian Federation, the United Kingdom, Germany, Australia and China. The growth in arrivals came despite several travel advisories, including a US-led warning in early November about possible attacks on tourist areas in the island's east. This upward trend in tourist arrivals reflects the resilience of Sri Lanka's tourism sector, which continues to recover from global disruptions. The country's appeal remains strong, as demonstrated by the increasing number of international tourists, and suggests a positive outlook for the industry moving forward.
The Hambantota International Port Group has announced a $41 million investment in advanced crane technology, set to be operational by January 2025. The upgrade includes 4 quay cranes and 13 rubber-tired Grantee cranes, increasing the port's capacity to 1 million TEUs. The QCS, which arrived on November 30th, feature a 65-meter outreach and can handle up to 75 tons. The RTJS also delivered on the same day offer a 41-ton single handling capacity. Designed to meet green port initiatives, the new cranes incorporate automation and anti-collision technology, enhancing efficiency and safety. The new equipment will complement the existing fleet and is expected to be fully commissioned within 2 months. The UK-Sri Lanka Trade Mission, part of the She Trades Commonwealth Plus program, is connecting 13 UK companies with 45 Sri Lankan women entrepreneurs from December 2nd to the 6th.
A trade mission co-organized by the International Trade Centre and the Sri Lanka Export Development Board is underway, aimed at boosting bilateral trade between the UK and Sri Lanka. The mission focuses on unlocking access to UK markets for Sri Lankan women-led businesses while offering UK companies new sourcing opportunities and product diversification. As Sri Lanka's second largest export market, the trade mission is facilitating business-to-business interactions between UK companies and Sri Lankan women-led businesses in the textiles, apparel, processed agri-food sectors. The goal is to introduce innovative products to the British market. UK companies participating in the mission are also visiting companies across 3 regions in Sri Lanka, Colombo, Kurunegala and Jaffna, to explore new business opportunities. This initiative highlights the growing economic ties between the 2 countries and aims to foster long-term trade relations.
Litro Gas has announced that domestic LP gas prices will remain unchanged for December, despite the rising global market prices. This decision is intended to ease the financial burden on consumers amidst global price fluctuations. The current prices are as follows. A 12.5 kg cylinder is priced at 3,690 rupees. A 5 kilogram cylinder is priced as 1,482 rupees. And a 2.3 kilogram cylinder is at 690 694 rupees. Litro Gas emphasized the price freeze aims to support households and businesses in challenging times. The last revision in gas prices was implemented in October. The move reflects the company's commitment to stabilizing essential household costs during a period of economic uncertainty. Litro Gas further assured that it will continue to monitor global market trends closely. Let's take a short break now. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the Nightly Business Report. As the market showed an upward trend on the second trading day of the week, the ASPI and the S&P SL20 both maintained their upward momentum today. For further insights, we speak with Jabesh David from First Capital Holdings.
Today, the Colombo Stock Exchange concluded on a positive note. The market ended at 13,340 points, marking a 0.84% increase from the previous session, with a turnover of 3.22 billion rupees. The SL20 index also experienced an upward movement of 1.01% increase to end the day at 3,949 points. Notable institutional engagement was observed across various sectors, with high turnovers recorded on Agrapatana Plantations, Dip Products, Central Finance and Hatton National Bank. The top 5 gainers for the day were SMB Finance PLC, Nation Lanka Finance, UB Finance and Pegasus Hotels. The top 5 losers for the day were Ceylon Printers, Asia Asset Finance, Malwatta Valley Plantations, Asia Capital and ACME Printing and Packaging PLC.
Due to robust inflows into the current account, the external sector continued to grow in October of this year. This expansion bolstered the appreciation of the Sri Lankan currency and increased foreign reserves. For further insights, we speak with Ranjan Ranatunga from First Capital Holdings.
The Central Bank of Sri Lanka released the external sector performance for the month of October yesterday, where the positive momentum continued for yet another month, supported by robust inflows to the current account, resulting in an increase in reserves and appreciation of the rupee. The deficit in the merchandise trade account narrowed down to $544 million during the October 2024 from $683 recorded in October 2023, reflecting the positive impact from higher export earnings. The merchandise exports continued to shine during the month, recording a growth of 25% year-over-year, led by industrial and agriculture exports. The growth in industrial exports was predominantly driven by higher petroleum and garment exports, while agriculture exports grew, aided by higher volumes and prices for tea, along with increased exports for spices and coconut-based products. In line with higher exports, the total merchandise imports for October saw an increase of 5.7% year-over-year to 1.7 billion, with consumer goods imports driving the total import bill. The bump up in consumer goods spending was largely due to the higher spending on both food and non-food consumer goods. Amongst the key foreign exchange inflow sources to Sri Lanka, earnings from tourism continued to offer comfort to the trade deficit, recording growth of 36% year-over-year to $187 million during the month of October, while remittances, which is the largest exchange inflow for Sri Lanka, recorded a gain of 14% year to $587 million during October 2024. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka's balance of payment continued to hover in the surplus territory, recording a surplus of $2.8 billion for the first 10 months of October 2024, when compared to the $2 billion recorded for the first 10 months of 2023. Thank you.
Gold prices edged higher today, supported by growing bets for a US rate cut and ongoing geopolitical concerns. Spot gold rose by 0.1%, reaching $2,640.65 an ounce, recovering from a 1% drop the previous day. US gold futures also show a modest gain of 0.2%, rising to $2,663.40. Market focus also shifted to key economic data scheduled for release this week, which could provide provide further clues about the Federal Reserve's future interest rate decisions. Investors are closely monitoring economic indicators to gauge the Fed's next moves, which continue to influence the precious metals price movements. Oil prices edged higher today, staying within a narrow trading range as traders awaited the outcome of an OPEC Plus meeting later this week. Brent crude futures rose 0.4%, reaching $72.14 a barrel after a split drop in the previous session. US West Texas Intermediate crude also climbed 0.4% to $68.36, following a modest 10-cent gain yesterday. OPEC Plus, which includes the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies such as Russia, has been planning to unwind production cuts by the first quarter of 2025. However, concerns over a potential surplus supply have put pressure on prices. With the group accounting for about half of the world's oil production, its decisions are closely watched by global markets. The Sri Lankan rupee remains steady against the US dollar today compared to yesterday. According to the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, the buying rate of the US dollar has reduced. However, the selling rate of the US dollar has increased. Let's now take a look at how the Sri Lankan rupee is performing against other global currencies. A short break now. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back. Demo Academy, part of Sri Lanka's Demo conglomerate, has partnered with HomeServe Germany, a leading HVAC company specializing in installation, repair and maintenance services.
Demo Academy has forged a strategic partnership with HomeServe Germany to enhance vocational education in Sri Lanka, offering local youth assured job placements in Germany's thriving building service industry. This collaboration will provide a globally recognized qualification, enabling graduates to enter the German workforce equipped with skills needed for success. Through this partnership, Demo Academy will offer a world-class qualification in plant engineering based on rigorous German vocational standards, leading to a German diploma accredited by the German Chamber of Industry and Commerce. Graduates will also receive German language training, ensuring their readiness for careers in Germany. Upon completing the program, certified graduates will be directly recruited by HomeServe Germany, guaranteeing their future in the German building service sector. The initiative addresses the global demand for skilled building service technicians, particularly in HVAC, driven by energy efficiency, sustainable construction, and urbanization. With Germany facing a shortage of skilled workers in this sector, the partnership offers a timely solution to bridge the gap.
Megachem Engineering has partnered with the National Apprentice and Industrial Training Authority to introduce Sri Lanka's first national trade test certification for waterproofing technicians. The program aims to enhance the skills and professional recognition of technicians in the waterproofing industry. The agreement was signed by Mr. Ruchika Gamarasekara, Chairman of NITA, and Mr. Ashoka Silivardhana, Group Chairman of Vardhana Venture Holdings. This initiative will improve local industry standards and, with plans for international expansion, help position Sri Lankan waterproofing technicians on a global scale. The certification is expected to benefit the construction industry by ensuring a skilled and recognized workforce. This move will boost the global standing of Sri Lanka's waterproofing sector. Curtin University has launched its newest global campus in Colombo, bringing its total international campuses to 5, the highest of any university worldwide.
Curtin University has officially launched its new campus in Colombo, further strengthening its position as a global leader in higher education. This new campus complements Curtin's existing facilities in Singapore, Malaysia, the United Arab Emirates and Mauritius, solidifying the university's global campus network around the Indian Ocean rim. Curtin University Colombo will offer students the opportunity to begin their higher education journey in Sri Lanka with the option to seamlessly transfer to any of Curtin's campuses in Australia, Malaysia, Singapore, UAE, and Mauritius. This flexible model enables students to gain a global education while supporting knowledge exchange and collaboration within Curtin's extensive international network. The new campus not only strengthens Curtin's global reach, but also provides students with the chance to gain international exposure without interrupting their academic journey, offering them a unique pathway to a globally recognized degree.
The Asian Institute of Business and Science, founded in 2018, celebrated its 6-year journey at a special event, highlighting its growth from humble beginnings to a leading institution committed to excellence in higher education.
The Academy of International Business Studies has established itself with the affiliation to Edge Hill University in UK in 2022. Currently, AIBS offers 21 study courses and programs across 14 prestigious awarding bodies, universities and higher education institutions benefiting over 600 learners. AIBS's partnership with Edge Hill University ranked 35th in the Guardian University rankings, which underscores the institution's commitment to providing world-class education. The collaboration expands AIBS's programs offerings, which now include courses in applied sciences, biomedical science, biotechnology, genetics, international business, marketing, and computing and software engineering. AIBS began its journey as an accredited center to deliver the Pearson BTech Higher National Diploma in Applied Sciences, specializing in biology and biotechnology. The strategic partnerships with the renowned global institutions like Edge Hill University play a pivotal role in driving the institution's mission of providing high-quality education and career-focused learning opportunities.
ASPI Academy of Health Sciences and East of Metro Campus have signed a landmark Memorandum of Understanding to introduce internationally recognized healthcare programs in Sri Lanka. The partnership, in affiliation with the London Metropolitan University, will offer programs in nursing and health administration to students in Sri Lanka and the region. AAH, as part of ASPI Health, one of Sri Lanka's leading private hospital chains, was established to provide affordable access to globally recognized healthcare qualifications. The collaboration will offer 2 key programs: the 1-year nursing top-up degree, which enables existing nurses in both the government and private sectors to earn an international qualification and enhance their career prospects locally and abroad. These programs aim to elevate the standard of healthcare education in Sri Lanka and provide more opportunities for career advancement and international recognition. Let's take a short commercial break. Global business updates coming on the other side. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the Nightly Business Report. Asian stocks surged today, led by strong performance in the tech sector, following record highs on Wall Street overnight. The dollar also regained ground against major rivals as traders assess the outlook of US interest rates. Japan's tech-heavy Nikkei jumped 2.2% in afternoon trading, while South Korea's Kospi advanced 1.8% and Taiwanese shares gained 1.4%. Australia's benchmark stock index rose 0.6%, reaching a fresh all-time high, and Singapore's Straits Times index climbed more than 1% to a 17-year peak. However, Chinese stock faced pressure, with Hong Kong's Hang Seng rising just 0.1% and mainland blue chips falling 0.4% as concerns about the potential for additional US tariffs on China weighed on the Chinese yuan, which dropped to a 13-month low. Tech-related stocks propelled the Nasdaq and S&P 500 to record closing highs ahead of key U.S. economic data later in the week.
The S&P 500 and Nasdaq kicked off December with fresh record closing highs on Monday, boosted by technology-related shares. The Dow dipped 0.3%, while the S&P added 0.25% and the Nasdaq gained about 1%. Stocks are coming off their biggest monthly percentage gains in a year, with President-elect Donald Trump's potential plans for deregulation and tax cuts seen as lifting the market even higher. Stocks on the move Monday included Super Microcomputer, which surged more than 28%. The artificial intelligence server maker began its search for a new finance chief based on recommendations from a special committee reviewing the company's accounting practices. Shares of Intel seesawed until ultimately closing lower after CEO Pat Gelsinger was forced out amid the company's costly turnaround plans. Tesla shares rose about 3.5%, with Stifel raising its price target on the stock. Data on Monday from the Institute for Supply Management showed U.S. manufacturing activity improved in November, while the final reading of the S&P manufacturing survey was revised upwards. Investors now turn their focus to Friday's non-farm payrolls report for the latest clues on the Federal Reserve's next policy moves.
Workers at 9 Volkswagen car and component plants across Germany started 2-hour strikes, bringing assembly lines to a halt as labor and management clash over the future of Europe's biggest car maker.
Workers at 9 Volkswagen plants across Germany brought production to a standstill on Monday. They went on strike for several hours in an intensifying standoff over wages and the future of the carmaker's operations. Thousands rallied at the auto giant's Wolfsburg headquarters, with demonstrations spreading to key sites like Hanover, Emden and Salzgitter. Daniele Cavallo is head of Volkswagen's Works Council. The walkouts, led by the IG Metall union, came after an agreement to avoid strikes expired over the weekend. VW employees are protesting the management's push for a 10% wage cut, which the company argues is essential to reduce costs and protect market share and fall in profits. The union is pushing back hard on the wage cuts, offering instead measures like foregoing bonuses in 2025 and 26 to save the company some $1.6 billion, an offer VW has dismissed. The company is also threatening to close plants in Germany, a first in its 87-year history. With talks set to resume on December 9th, unions have vowed to oppose any deal lacking a clear long-term strategy for every plant across Germany. If no agreement is reached, the strikes could escalate, further straining VW's production during a challenging period of declining deliveries and plunging profits.
That's all from us on the Nightly Business Report for today. We'll see you again tomorrow with the latest business updates in the global world. Until then, I'm Sunny Mudal Nayaka. Thank you for watching and have a good night.